Imagine standing in a pitch-black room. A heavy rope stretches from one wall to the other. You flick your wrist, sending a single wave rippling down the line. You watch that wave travel to the far wall. But if you painted 1 inch of that rope bright red, you'd notice something shocking. That red spot never moved toward the wall. It just bobbed up and down. It stayed right where it was. This is the first great illusion of the universe. We see the wave moving, but the medium, the rope, is stationary. In our universe, light is that wave. And the rope is a fundamental field stitched into the very fabric of existence. The core concept. To understand how light travels without moving, we must discard the idea that space is an empty nothingness. In modern physics, space is a physical entity. It is filled with the electromagnetic field, an invisible, shivering ocean of energy that exists everywhere at once. When an electron in a distant star wiggles, it pushes on this field. That push creates a ripple. The field itself doesn't flow from the star to your eye, it simply vibrates in place. Think of a line of 1,000,000 dominoes. When the first one falls, a wave races across the floor. But did any single domino actually travel across the room? No. Each stayed exactly where it was placed, they just changed their state. Light is the falling of the universe's energy states in a perfect, sequential line. The relativity mind blow. This brings us to Einstein's most profound realization, spacetime. Einstein discovered a cosmic trade-off. The faster you move through space, the slower you move through time. If you were to sit on a beam of light, the math reveals something absolute: time stops. To a photon, there are no seconds, no minutes, and no billions of years. From Earth, we see it as an 8-minute journey from the sun. But from the perspective of the light itself, the journey doesn't exist. Because time is frozen, the photon experiences its birth at the center of the sun and its death in your eye at the exact same moment. To a photon, the sun and the earth are touching. It doesn't move, because, in its reality, it is already where it needs to be. It is a bridge that connects 2 points in space without ever crossing the gap. The quantum reality. Quantum field theory tells us that particles, like photons, aren't even things, in the way we think. Imagine a calm lake. If you poke the water, you get a splash. That splash is what we call a particle. But the splash is just a temporary shape made of the water that was already there. When light moves through a vacuum, the vacuum isn't empty, it's a grid of potential energy. As the wave passes, it pokes the vacuum at one point, then the next, then the next. It's like a stadium wave. The wave moves around the stadium, but not a single fan has left their seat. The motion is a collective illusion created by stationary parts changing their energy levels. The conclusion. This changes how we see the stars. When you look at a star 100 light-years away, you aren't looking at something far away and long ago. You are touching a field that is vibrating right here, right now, against your retina. The universe isn't a collection of separate objects flying through a void, it is a single, unified sheet of energy. Light is just the music played on that sheet. Light doesn't travel across the universe, it is the universe's way of being everywhere at once. It doesn't move through space, it is the heartbeat of space itself.